Now, with respect to persons who were there as a consequence of their inability to pay the fines that may have accompanied imprisonment, the governor has undertaken to review those fines and to have those convicted persons and persons who may likewise be convicted subsequently, they would not be saddled with a criminal record. And I think this is a giant step in the right direction.
Chair of the Working Committee for the Decriminalisation and Legalisation of Cannabis, Anselm Clouden, commenting on the major developments in the U.S. following the recent removal of cannabis as a Schedule I drug alongside other narcotics to a Schedule III drug with a moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence.
It is rather interesting that the same clamor that we have been making here in Grenada with respect to decriminalization and ultimately our government's policy with respect to legalization is in keeping with international accepted principles with respect to social justice, economic justice. As part of our public discussion, we must look around us and see what is happening to the industry so that we may not be left out of this economic boom that is about to take place the world over.
He said the committee is actively reviewing the Drug Enforcement and Control Act to expedite decriminalization and remove the burden of criminal records from offenders, focusing on equity, social and economic justice. Clouden, who is an advocate for the legalization and decriminalization of marijuana, stressed the need for deliberate speed in revising cannabis laws.
It is my respectful view that we should focus on giving those persons who have been saddled with a criminal record, and for the most part, persons between the ages of 18 and 30, an automatic pardon and expulsion of any criminal record that they may have had with respect to possession or trafficking in cannabis. Because trafficking, as now defined in the Drug Prevention and Control Act, is an amount of 15 grams, which is a minuscule amount.
The Rastafarian community in Grenada welcomes these efforts, recognizing the potential economic benefits of a regulated cannabis industry.
This is one of the first aspects in the amendment of the bill. Before anything, before you will see a spliff light, this is our first demand, to get all the prisoners carefully who on marijuana charge, not criminal charge, because there is people on criminal charge and marijuana charge in the prison. All the people, I don't like to say prisoners, all the people, all the persons in the prison for marijuana, only on a marijuana charge, whether it's one spliff, 2,000 pounds, they must be freed and the records cancel, wipe off, clean sheet, so that they can get a job of their choice, open a bank account and all these different things.
According to Clouden, by staying informed about global trends and prioritizing social justice, the aim is to establish a fair and economically beneficial framework. The Working Committee, which commenced operation in April, has a 6-month mandate to make recommendations to the government of Grenada on the way forward for the country's cannabis industry. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.